Yes, we're in the cab today. We're up at Estes, and it is so windy, and it's just a pain in the butt. We were not going to put the chopper in the air, the drone either. I'll do that tomorrow in the yard, but try to get more information to you folks on these videos. But we're going to stay in a nice warm cab with our heated seats, our hot buns, and got my cousin Chuck. So it's Mr. Truck and Chuck today. Now this 2019 Denali Yukon XL, the big one, the big long one, is what we're driving. And how much power do we have, Chuck?
Yeah, 420 horsepower at 460 foot-pounds of torque.
Okay.
Cody Cushion makes your trailer smoother ride. Isolates between the truck and the trailer, so your trailer doesn't fill the truck doesn't fill the trailer. Your horses have a better ride, your cargo has a better ride, you have a better ride in the truck.
Now this rascal costs, Msrp on it, is $81,940, which is real close to what the Suburban RST Premier or Premium package costs. The difference is these actually have, real wood and real aluminum pieces in here, so that makes it a little bit different, where it's more plastic on the Chevy. But the Suburban now finally has a 6.2 engine. That's what this has. You could have got this years ago when it first came out, the 6.2, and now it's got a 10-speed. So, capable of towing like 8,100 pounds, but, it's got really cool lights. I call this a sexy beast. It's kind of like a limo now, and it is black on chrome. That's part of how that works. Yes, this rascal, the sexy beast, he's got all the power in the world, does really well, and the lights are really cool. They're LED, and the spotter light on top, the focus beam. But, so what you got to ask yourself is this truck worth it? Is it something you want? It is a premium mobile, so it goes up there close to it, like what the Lincoln Navigator is, and some of the European SUVs. But it's a really nice machine. It's body on frame, so that's why I can tow so much. And that's why I feel safe in it. I like having a frame underneath me instead of the unibody, but that's my opinion. Now I want to do a new scoring thing for this because it's we're trying to get more information out about towing, as that's my thing, is towing trailers, and that's why we have a trailer on here. We have this Load Trail ATV trailer, and I would say I'm going to score it well for the trailer control. We're not maximum weight by any means. We're under 3,000 pounds, but you don't know what's back there. We only have a weight distributing hitch on it, which we're not required to till we get to 5,000 pounds. Truck handled well, going through the mountains to the switchbacks, and it's, of course, there's nothing to it with that trailer. And the controls are right where they're very reachable. I like the knobs. That's a big deal, is what the knobs look like. Because that way it's easier for me to grab. I can move a knob when I'm bouncing down the road versus, say, a stupid toggle switch. Putting a fan on a switch blows my mind. And this is a knob, so I really like that setup on it. The brake controller, yet on these, even though it's a 19, it's on the left side. They moved it around a little bit, but you got to look between the spokes of your steering wheel to see it. Maybe next year they'll change it like they did the 19 Silverado and Sierra. They moved it to the right side, which I really like that. This has got the air suspension, so I can't say it squats much because we don't have much weight on there. With bigger weight, it should level out. I like this air suspension. It's like air shocks. And it's got the magnetic ride, which has got the little chips in the oil in the shocks. So it quickly can either get thicker or thinner to control your ride. And the mirrors is probably the one thing I really could not like, and that's because they're too small. And for towing, you're going to have to add a mirror to them or something, because these just aren't going to work for much trailering. And that's probably not what they're made for. It's not the market they're aiming at, but I do like a better mirror. Acceleration on this is fantastic. You can get on off ramps and you can get into traffic really quick, which is important with the trailer. And visibility, I would score it high on that. Even though you got headrests, you got 3 seats you got to work around. And the only reason I'd cut back on visibility scoring is because of the mirrors. would say visibility is good except for the mirrors. I mean, these windows, the windshields are about the average size. Now, used to be even the smaller ones. But it's got, you know, the moonroof and all that stuff if you want to see the mountains and watch the goats climbing around on top and the bighorns and all that. Or if you want to just cause glare on a video, you can do that too. But you got the two entertainment centers back there. The two screens look like they're about a 12-inch, maybe a 10-inch screen. Keep the kids all happy and everybody happy with the headless or the wireless headsets that come with it. But I like this truck. I mean, I feel very comfortable in it. It's quiet, not much road noise. So I like it. We're cruising up here in this 19 GMC Denali XL. Cutting through the Rockies, past Loveland on the way to Estes Park. This is one of the most scenic ones through the mountains, is this road here on 34. But we're pulling a little trailer with a Honda side-by-side. We're less than 3,000 pounds. And this Denali Yukon XL can pull like 8,100 pounds. So we're not really testing it. It just it was snowing last night, so I didn't want to hook up the big trailer. We always want to be safe. Really a nice handling SUV. This is what I call a truck. It's a body on frame. This is the long one. The Yukon is like the Yukon XL is like the Suburban. It's the long one with the big doors on the back, so it's kind of like a limousine. Or the FBI uses these trucks too. But anyway, it's got heads-up display, which I really like. And this has a magnetic ride, but that must be on the front, because on the rear it's got air shocks. I can see the airline going into it. I hear the pump going. So it leveled this trailer out really fast. That's a neat feature to have on a big SUV like this that is something that you can tow big trailers with. I mean, 8,100 pounds, that's a pretty big boat, and it's a good-sized RV. But, yes, we've been in and out of these mountains, and you can see that on our outside camera, that one Sony that I think is still on the fender, I hope, back there. But this is an easy rolling truck. You know, this has the big V8 in it. I'll show you what the power is on it. This one has got a GVR gross vehicle weight rating of 75, which is big. That's like a really heavy-duty half-ton. I love the lights on this, the headlights. It's got the focus beam on top. It's got LEDs, I think, for your brights. It's of course got the automatic dimmer, but it's got LEDs all over the place in the lights. And these are 22-inch wheels. 22-inch wheels, check. We're like rappers, man. We're Hollywood. 22-inch with the black, the aluminum with the black paint on it. And I love the silver accents, the chrome accents on this black truck really make it look good. I mean, there's a little ring around the handle. Of course, there's that giant Denali grill, which I like. That's that sexy beast. And then there's chrome up on the luggage racks on top. There's chrome accents all over. It's a good-looking machine. Fun to drive. Love the heads-up display. It's one of my favorite options. And this has adaptive cruise control, which is my favorite option. It locks on to whoever's in front of you or whatever speed you set it at. So you can drive this in heavy traffic. You can do this with a trailer. It's awesome how well this works. And these 22s, even with the small sidewall, they really handle well. And this is seat belts for 7. It's got 4 captain's chairs. And then the third row is 3 seat belts back there. But you can walk through the middle. You can flip these seats forward and climb in the corners. That's the biggest area. We'll show you all that. Wish it was a little nicer up here. We'd take that ATV and go get lost in the mountains. So this has solid axles in the back. It's independent suspension on the front. Only thing wrong with black is you've got to wash it more often. You get water spots on it. This is a good handling machine. It really handles well in the corners. Of course, that air suspension levels out constantly. Well, then I'd say it's a little discouraging on this is how small the mirrors are. There really is not a towing mirror option, so you have to put the funny extensions on it. But this trailer is about 8 feet wide. If I was pulling the 8.5 foot wide our toy hauler, you wouldn't see anything back there. You'd have to do the old butt whip to look around the side of you. But this trailer is almost like a flatbed, this ATV trailer, so I can see really well with it because it's nothing above the fender. Yippee-ki-yay! And it flies! We don't have it in tow haul mode, so we don't need it when we're less than 3,000 pounds. I really like the rear climate control on this. It's right below my main set of switches here and rotary knobs, or the people in the back can run it. But it's one of the ones that I can actually find fast for how to control the back. Goodness. Get up here to Estes, how many tourists we have to fight off. It's Saturday. Actually, they do a lot of things in Estes for Christmas. Lots of things going on. One looks like it went up about $1,200 from the 2018 to the 2019. And the Denali is cool where it has the difference between this and like the premium Suburban is this has the things you see on the dash. The trim is aluminum and it has real wood in it where it's plastic on the Suburban. Now this has an automatic locking rear differential, so I guess that's not a lock, that sounds like a clutch. But magnetic ride control, of course this is the 10-speed, the Ecotec 3, 6.2, one of my favorite engines. Automatic rear load leveling, and that's what I was talking about, the air shocks, because it does have an air line coming out to a compressor. You hear it pumping up. I love that kind of setup as long as it doesn't freeze on me, because it's a small line. It's not like a semi has with the big 3/8 line. So we'll see how that works when I get to drive this when it's really, really cold. But this has that system that stops you when you're coming up on somebody that you don't see or you lost track of. We've tested that a couple times, and that works very, very well. But, yeah, they're called HID projector headlamps. I like it all. And this actually has power tilt and telescoping, which I appreciate. That's pretty cool. And Apple CarPlay, all the audio stuff's on here. The GMC infotainment system. And it's compatible with smartphones and everything else. It's got the old charger. That's getting me a big deal. And, the normal backup cameras on this, which are good. And the running boards. This is part of the Denali Ultimate Package, which running boards, as you're included in that, it's like $8,030 for the whole package. And that's the sunroof, the entertainment package, the 22 ultra bright aluminum wheels, midnight silver premium paint. It's got enhanced security. It's got adaptive cruise control, like I was saying before. And that's with forward automatic braking, which really works well. Oh, this is Denali XL Yukon. It's so cool. Now, watch this. I bet your car doesn't do this. You push that button. And look at that. It jumps up and you hide your 45. All kinds of stuff fits in that hole. And it's got a charger back there, probably USB-C. Yeah, that is so cool. I love that. It's one of the neatest features of this thing. Push the button, it slides down. Look, James Bond. Okay, well, we got camera 1 and 2 on, and 3. So we're set. My cousin Chuck. Chuck, are you ready? Yes. Ready for an adventure in his Yukon Denali? Denali is a sexy beast. The black and the chrome. It's the sexy beast. Chuck, are you a sexy beast?
Oh, you got it, big guy.
Well, look at the camera. They don't believe you. You got chrome and black on?
I can't see what you're doing.
Okay, Chuck, show me how this back door thing works. And all those cool seats back in there. See, even an old man can climb in this thing. Maybe. Can you get between the seats?
Yeah, I just got to take my glasses off.
Ah, look at that. You're agile. I don't know why you did that, because see, this seat here folds forward. This seat, if I push the right button, heck down here, it folds forward, and then you pull this strap, and it gets up and out of the way. Now, wouldn't that be easier to walk in that way? Look at all the room you have. What in the world are you doing climbing between the seats? Now, could you climb over to that seat and just wait a minute, back there, there's a stereo back there. Show us the DVD screen. You got 2 of them.
There's a DVD.
Yeah, there's 1 of them. Pretty cool. This is wireless headsets. So all the varmints, the carpet crawlers and rugrats can watch their favorite Disney channel now. Yeah, get up in that chair and show me how this front one opens up, if you can get up there. No, you're not getting out. Where you going?
No, I gotta go.
Oh.
I'm just gonna pull myself up.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
We'll get you back to the home pretty soon. Yeah, folding armrest is cool. It's out of the way. Now show me how this screen works. Oh, it's a miracle. It's a miracle.
Blu-ray.
Cool. Well, now we're going to the back of the truck, and I'll show you some of that neat stuff, because this has buttons. Okay? Well, my cousin Chuck's helped me today. I'm not sure what he's doing, but now, the cool thing about this, now you also have a glass. You can open this up, and there's a button in the front to do that. Well, actually, I've got, I think, the gadget in my pocket. Yes, there's the gadget. And if I hit this one twice, it should open that up. Did it do it? I'll do it again. There we go. Okay, close that. Now let's see. Run your foot underneath the bumper there. See, don't get grease on the ball, but you should be able to. There, look at that. Don't let it hit you. You can do it with your foot. You can do it with the key fob. You can do it with the button up front. Now, I guess I have my camera bag back here, but let's see if I can remember these buttons. Push this one. Let's look at that. It folds that down, and then I'll push the other one, and it folds that one down. And then up here, I can fold the other seats. Isn't that cool? It's like a guillotine. It's fast. Wow, that is so cool. Now let me pull these back ones up. It's so cool. And then underneath here, underneath this GMC rubber mat, is storage bins, which you can see. Pretty cool. It's awesome. Okay, now run your foot underneath there again, see if it closes it. It's a little more steady. It's right kind of in the middle.
Get out of the way.
Right. Okay, we'll forget that. You're gonna get hurt. Yeah, push the button. Can't have you get hurt now. We're busy. Cool. Big center console up front, and I like that. Let's see. Is that the fan? Yes. There we go. And I'm going to shut the fan off in the back seat. You got the cool cubby holes up here. This is the cup holder, and this one, I guess, you got plug-ins of all kinds. I thought there's a place to put your phone, but what I really like in this section is right there. That is your back seat controls. Now this has got 2 rows, and that is how you can control where the air is up or down with the fan control, how hot or cold, and auto, or you can let them control it, or you can shut them off so the kids can't play with it. That really is cool. I like the layout and these big knobs. Yes, I love the big knobs. Knobs on the fan, knobs on everything else. And I can do that quickly with gloves instead of these stupid toggle switches. I do not like a fan that's on a toggle switch. But yes, and there's the heated seat controls. And the cool moonroof. Now, Chuck, you can open that thing up and give me some glare. There you go. Now we can see the wildlife. Thank you, sir. But yeah, you got all this stuff. And you even, on this, it may be hard to see in this camera, but on this button, when you push that to open the lift gate, or the tailgate, the glass, or the whole door, and you can adjust how fast and how far it goes up, which is really cool. So if you're worried about hitting the trailer behind you, you can adjust how much that lift gate opens. Yeah, you can almost see a picture of it. Yeah, that is so cool. You got adjustments on how far the lift gate flies. Yeah, it's cool.